him being an absolute tank helped out a lot because Yoshi's a massive wall. Now, let's just say they would have been smart, and they would have added DLC in particular, featuring the following characters. Now, let's look at different classes of each character.
Okay.
Right. Because
I've almost brought the frogs home.
Because really think about it, there's only like 4 human characters and like 5 rabbits. So they could have easily gone for even Okay. I'm still on a little bit. I figured, I'll end it after this whole like discussion type of thing, so people can kind of sort of read it and hear it.
Yeah.
And Rabbit Edge is Rabbit Bowser, basically. I mean, am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Because, and we know the reason why Rosalina is not playable is because of Rabbit Rosalina, because of the whole Cursa thing. Which there's not spoilers because it's inconfirmed. So Mario
basically.
No. Those are the only 9 characters that are playable. Now that's definitely a sad thing. We have all-rounder Mario, Demotivator. Now, first off, what they should have done was gotten rid of the level limit. Type of thing. That's one thing. Getting rid of the level limit. 2, given the secret unlockable characters.
30. Brother 99.
Peach? Yeah, maybe we can probably just do some complaints and just say, hey, next game, make the level cap either like higher, like maybe go with 50. I doubt people will make it level 50 anyway, but you know what? So Rabbit Peach is a combat healer. Luigi is a sneak attacker. Except... Sneak attacker. Rabbit Luigi is a pest. When he calls you...
By pest meaning we can
Rabbit Luigi is a pest when he calls you. He'll leave me be, I'll ignore him.
Oh my god. Of course you do that.
Hey, it's funny.
I'm sorry, but that was such... I didn't mean to make that dad joke type of thing, but it just happened the exact way, because it...
Yeah, like...
Okay,
Change range shows you just saying that.
Actually, I can't.
How does it hurricane? You get to... Okay. So, and then Edge is a Blade Master.
Alright. He's coming back next year.
I know.
Yep. I won't be surprised.
Bowser is
just play Sparks of Hope.
Okay, so let's see.
Because Mario
in this hypothetical alright. Okay, hypothetically, so in this hypothetical situation, okay? Let's go for...
To be honest, I still think his hatred for Mario is still dumb.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like okay, when Hurricane does it, cool, but when SMG4 does it, yeah, we're fine with it.
I mean...
SMG4 is cultural.
Reason why I could...
Here's the funny part. When it comes to like SMG4, take SMG4 does this whole thing in particular, right? He makes Mario seem like an idiot, but at the same time as well, Mario's not. I mean, Mario does make some mistakes, but he cares in a way. Like even in some of the more moments where he's been serious, Mario actually is serious when he needs to be. In Hurricane's Mario, he doesn't give a shit about anything.
Yeah. He's even about Peach. He's like, Mario, the princess is in danger. We need you to save her. Oh, thank you. He's like that.
Okay, I'm actually writing down the weapons in particular so we can figure out different weapons. And... I'm giving nicknames to the weapons in particular because I forget...
To be
Mal in
honest,
particular.
Mal is basically a hurricane fanboy.
well, my thing has changed from over here. Like, I still hate that he still disrespects Mario. It's kind of a mixed bag.
I see.
Yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag. Like, I was a hurricane fanboy. Like, nowadays, like, Mario's like, I don't know.
Alright. So you guys, alright, so here we go. So, DLC. Now, in this, or not this, either the hypothetical DLC, or should I say secret unlockable characters, we have the following characters. Yoshi. Rabbid Yoshi. I'm trying to type this in right now. Bowser Jr. Donkey Kong.
Let's try to bring my rogues back home.
Rabbid
Guac is that too.
And then Rabbid Kong. I know Rabbid Kong makes his appearance with that spark. I wish it would have been more, because that spark...
That's more like a cameo.
It's disappointing, though, because here's the worst part. That shockwave type of thing, honestly, it's crap. Because the other one in particular does much better. Does more damage. It doesn't do as much damage, but it's much better. There's a much better shockwave you can do. So, let's start off with the... That's all I can do with it. Looks like my skill tree. It looks like I can't do anything at the moment, so... Well, it's like nothing to do with Peach for skill tree. Unfortunately. Well... I'll increase Rabbid Peach's maximum health a little bit. Peach's maximum health. I can do it there. Luigi, unfortunately I can't give Luigi the increased hero sight. So we're going to actually increase Luigi's max health by a lot, because he needs it.
Even with the increased max health, he's still a bit fragile.
Yeah, he's Luigi.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I don't know if you do that.
To be honest, I think the reason why Rabbid Peach and Luigi got nerfed to the ground is because everyone used them in Kingdom Battle.
You know what? How about this? I'm gonna give Luigi death. I'm gonna give Luigi Death Blow.
In my opinion, I still think Luigi's somewhat decent for me.
And you know what? And I will give the spark.
If you like range, if you like range, you like range users, then that's understandable.
All right, so here we go. So let's go with who we have right now. So for right now, Mario is an all-rounder with twin blasters. Luigi is a sneak attacker with a bow. Peach is a protector with a parasol blaster. Bowser is the overseer with a big-ass gun. Rabbid Mario is a brawler with gauntlets. Rabbid Luigi is a pest with a discus. Just with a little disc or type of thing. Rabbid Peach is a combat healer with a selfie blaster. Edge is a blade master with a sword, and Rabbid Rosalina is a motivator with a Luma doll. Pretty much, that's pretty much accurate to a T what these characters are. So let's see. Now,
you should motivate yourself now.
So let's go with these characters. So we have Yoshi, Rabbid Yoshi, Bowser Jr., Donkey Kong, Rabbid Cranky, and Rabbid Kong. These characters are sort of like core characters in the Kingdom Battle that were completely just, scrapped and just tossed.
Crap, I lost the Rogue. Where did the other Rogue go?
So let's start off with someone. Let's start with the easy one, Bowser Jr. Now, Bowser Jr. I think could work similarly to Bowser in a way, only if you put it in the case of Bowser, because Bowser in particular is fairly bulky, though, I would say. And he has... Let's just call the Bowzooka. I like to call it Big Ass Gun. So Bowser Jr. could be someone in particular who would probably have the same amount of, distance ability that someone like, say... Like, for instance, like Luigi, right? He can run relatively far, type of thing. Or like, was it Luigi? Maybe Luigi or Edge. I think certain characters in particular, I would say, can go really far, right? Because the area movements, Peach has the most Peach, Luigi, and Rabbid Luigi have the highest movement. So, or actually Rabbid Mario's highest movement. So I can see Bowser Jr. having a movement as high as Rabbid Mario, being one of those speedy characters, but also being able to actually, if anything, act similar to Bowser. So in a way, he would basically act like a mini Bowser, being able to summon minions as well. You know, because that's kind of what Bowser's one of Bane's abilities are. Is that he has a big gun for doing a bit of damage, but he also able to summon minions. I think in particular, I kind of would have wished, as my been thing, is make Bowser Jr. the summoner. Bowser Jr. is a summoner, which means basically, and his weapon in particular, I gotta say, since if he ever gets close by, no, I don't want to give him. Something will be good weapon for Bowser Jr. though. I know in Kingdom Battle, and it's going only based on the game's particular. He has the ability. He has the. Actually, you know what? Yeah. We'll give him the hammer. All right. So his weapon is based on the hammer, the Junior Hammer. All right. Now with Junior, his abilities would be able to be basically similar to how Bowser has the ability to summon Mecha Koopas. Right. Bowser can summon Mecha Koopas. Now, instead, what we're going to do is get rid of Bowser's ability to summon Mecha Koopas. You know? Because, personally, in my personal opinion, that should not be an ability that Bowser has. Give that to Bowser Jr. Bowser himself, Bowser Jr.'s abilities would mostly focus on him summoning enemies to cause some damage. Right?
Yep.
With Bowser Jr. in particular, being Bowser Jr. basically a summoner. Bowser for him being an overseer, I would say we make Bowser there's just that one guy you don't want to mess with, you know?
Yeah.
And maybe give Bowser the ability to use it. Maybe replace the type of thing and use the fire breath. Replace the old sentry type of thing and give Bowser the fire breath. So that makes Junior a secret unlockable character. Or Junior can summon actually slightly, or better yet, even if we do keep the Mecha Koopas, Bowser Jr. could be a similar process of Bowser a little bit. May not be really as strong as Bowser, but can move actually faster and farther than Bowser. Because if you want to be completely honest, so because Bowser can move at max 13 meters, 13 meters basically. Rabbid Mario can move more, can move the most at 19. So Bowser Jr. would have the same movement as Rabbid Mario, while being similar to Bowser. All right, works pretty well, right?
Yeah.
And basically, Bowser Jr. is a secret unlockable character you can unlock. Type of thing. So he's a secret unlockable character or a DLC character that adds space type of thing. So in other words, you can have either actually people basically similar in stature, or if in case of a thing you don't want to use like Bowser, you can have Bowser Jr. who will give you the same sort of speed as Rabbid Mario, but also be able to summon stuff and cause some good damage. He would also be one of those characters who would probably be forced to be at close range, and also probably be inside a little mecha clown car. Figuring out also increases sort of his dash and speed boost. Now, let's switch up a little bit. Donkey Kong. I think Donkey Kong in particular probably could stick as a brawler type of thing, but I sort of say, I guess we'll call him a smasher, because instead of calling him a brawler, like Rabbid Mario, he's a smasher. His main modes of methods are literally, I think in particular, keeping DK exactly the same as he is in Kingdom Battle DLC. I would say his main weapons would just be his fists.
No banana ring.
No, all these characters have only one weapon though. Unfortunately. So here we go. So Donkey Kong is a smasher with wearing gloves. That is basically his mode of attack. So he's basically just like Rabbid Mario, but also literally he has the ability, and the only abilities he has right here. He would have the ability actually to kind of sort of, bring enemies to him, or just because it's the whole DK ability, or maybe in particular, you might have the ability maybe to, if anything, just like pick, or maybe in particular, his ability would be not really a smasher, but you know, how about this? No, not smasher, grabber. Okay.
Okay.
His ability in particular, he has gloves, so he can allows him to punch enemies. But if he gets close to an enemy, he can grab an enemy and then take it to another spot of the area and toss him. Just like how we can do with the Goombas in particular. Only he could do it with any enemy in the entire game, excluding bosses in particular. With just like any enemy in the entire game, if there's some exceptions. In other words, he basically can just do. It's similar. He's sort of kind of like how Rabbid Mario can do some good bit of damage, but figure he basically just sends. It basically just takes. Just keep him his way he was in the original game, you know. Rabbid Kong, I want to give him actually the banana scythe, the banana axe, or the banana scythe, or the banana or axe type of thing that he had. You know, that banana weapon that he had in the end of his DLC. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or I think was it a scythe or an axe?
Oh, would you look at that? My eggs are finally hatching.
If you get a shine, I'll be surprised. Like, I'll be completely honest.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
They'll get the same thing that happened to me in Full Sword and Shield.
Nope. It's just a regular Charmander.
Well, but by the way, does it have solar power?
I'm gonna go check.
If it doesn't, I can
check.
get another one in the get yourself a solar power one.
Okay, let's see here. No, want to go to Pokemon. Okay, let's check. Okay, moves. Oh my gosh, it does.
Is it male or female?
Let me check. Let me check. Are you? I'm checking summary. Are you male? Are you female? Why no?
It should say on the top right of the screen now.
Okay, it shows blue.
So male.
That's it.
Alright, so
Yeah,
you
male.
can name it whatever you want. So, okay, so Rabbid Kong has a banana scythe. That banana weapon that he has, I think it's not really a scythe, it's more of a, you know what, we'll call it banana scythe. And I think Rabbid Kong would probably be a really strong character, but also have the worst movement out of any character. In other words, he would have basically low movement. He'd be a powerhouse, but he'd be really slow. So I would say, and Rabbid Kong would have the ability actually kind of sort of like, and Rabbid Kong would have that signature shockwave ability, where whenever he went ahead and he was slammed down, he would create a shockwave that would go forward a certain amount of distance and knock enemies back. Regardless if they have the disadvantage, unless actually they were resistant to it, in a way. He'll be able to send people back, bouncing enemies back at least a little bit. So going back to his whole Kingdom Battle fight, and I would say in particular, just make him, Smasher maybe, because he is. We'll call him a Smasher. It's basically that's these characters. Now, Rabbid Cranky. How about the Sucker?
The Sucker?
His ability in particular allows him to basically suck away the HPs out of enemies. In other words, he literally has the Vamp Sparks all on him. Okay?
So he has that like all on him?
Yeah. That is his main gimmick. To suck basically his ability is to take HP from the other characters. I think in particular, could he have the same weapon Well, since his weapon in particular is technically, it's a sort of a crossbow. So we could still keep the crossbow type of thing. He had probably about not as much of a movement, probably similar to say, like, I would say maybe he probably about similar movement to say like Luigi maybe, but like he would have that sort of thing. Like now, remember, Rabbit Kong, DK would be able to grab everyone, like everyone in particular, and then toss him as well, give him some extra movement.
He'd be
So,
able to
DK would have the exact same sort of abilities as in Kingdom Battle DLC, and Rabbit Crank would be similar, as well. Seems pretty easy, right? You know, right?
Yeah.
So Junior basically is similar to Bowser. He can summon minions and has a hammer for his weapon, meaning he's a close range summoner. Donkey Kong is a grabber who uses actually gloves and also can grab both allies and enemies, toss them forward. Cranky Kong is a sucker. I'm sorry, but I mean, there's a better name for that, but I guess you can say no. How about instead of sucker? How about drainer? He's a drainer that basically uses a crossbow, and his ability one of his abilities in particular allows him basically sort of drain the HP out of the enemy targets. And Rabbit Kong is a smasher with the banana scythe, with his ability actually also can sort of send people flying backwards.
That is like a pretty interesting move.
Now, let's go for the two big ones, Yoshi and Rabbid Yoshi. Now, starting with Rabbid Yoshi. Rabbid Yoshi, I think, had some abilities actually kind of similar to how Peach works in a way, with their invincibility shield, right?
Yeah.
But he was. If we went back to Kingdom Battle, I wish I could. Actually. I'm gonna go open up Kingdom Battle.
Okay. And here comes my second egg catching.
I didn't get a single shiny. I didn't even get a single shiny or even a hidden ability. Sprigito.
Oh, you didn't find any shiny?
No, I did not.
Oh, fuck yes.
What?
I got a shiny Charmander from Surprise Trade.
What?
Ooh.
I'll be doing a lot of surprise trades as well. I'll be surprise trading all those Sprigitos that I got. Because I can literally just breed more, and it doesn't really matter anyway. All right, so we're going back to Kingdom Battle first.
Yep.
Return to Kingdom Battle.
Again, in my personal opinion, was honestly, I'd be honest and say this, but I think Kingdom Battle is slightly better than Sparks of Hope.
Yep. Actually, funny.
Amazon, turn off Yoshi.
Actually, when I did this, I think it was a link trade when I tried to review today gold. I traded with someone else, and I got a fortress.
Oh, perfect. Actually, I do kind of need a fortress though for the Pokédex though.
Oh, actually. I can trade it for you if you want.
Sure. After the stream.
Yeah. Yep, it's level 53.
I'll trade it back immediately. Okay, so here. So back to Kingdom Battle though. So let's go to our cast of characters, the Rabbit Laboratory. So now let's go to the characters now. So team selection. Or weapon selection. Here we go. So right now Mario had Mario had a blaster. Doesn't matter. So let's go for all the way up to Rabbit Yoshi. Now he had, I would say, if you want to say with this weapon type of thing, it was this one egg type. I mean, I don't know what you would kind of call it in a way though.
You mean the render duck?
No, the main weapon, the egg fry. Oh no, it's called. Never mind. It calls it a rumble bang. That's what it's called. So Rumble Bang, which is a bit tricky to figure out in particular. Actually, both of them have Rumble Bangs, apparently. Okay. That's so Rabbid Yoshi and Rabbid Luigi and Rabbid Yoshi and Yoshi have the exact same weapons though. But Yoshi also comes with a massive rocket launcher. So I think maybe okay, as a secondary. So do we have the following? So how do we do Rabbid Yoshi and Yoshi in particular? Because in terms of the weapons you've seen before, we already have twin blasters. Could Yoshi be maybe similar to Bowser and Mario in a way, where like Yoshi's kind of sort of an all-around, or maybe a combination of the 4 hero characters, right? Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Bowser. For instance, Yoshi has the as like a rocket launcher, basically, right?
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
So Yoshi, we give him base. So basically, Yoshi is basically a. I would say, since Yoshi just is a. So let's say, so we give Yoshi. So Yoshi, no, actually no sniper, no weapon. Okay, how do we do? Actually, you know what? How do I don't know how to think. It's difficult to figure out how to do Yoshi though. So I want to make Yoshi actually useful, but also not be too overpowered though.
Wait, can you use his tongue for like one of his abilities?
They never showed me using his ability in Kingdom Battle, so I want to try to avoid actually doing anything that would be remotely related to other Mario games. I'm going based around what only Kingdom Battle gave them.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. It was just an idea.
Yeah, I know. It's not a bad idea though. I just wanted to figure out what would work better.
Yeah.
So let's figure Yoshi himself is similar to, like, I would say Luigi's able to hit from a far distance, but Yoshi maybe can go forward, and he has this whole ground pound attack that he always does that can do some good damage to any enemies in the area, just like Bowser doing about the same amount of damage whenever he does a ground pound or a jump. Or Yoshi has also high movement in the air. Yoshi can move really far. Alright, so Yoshi would have a really high speed, be able to jump and go really far, and also probably have the ability to maybe sort of like do a ground pound type of thing, and maybe do some good damage. So, maybe for his primary weapon, it wouldn't really be maybe the Rumble Bang, but either it could be maybe rather be the hammer, or maybe maybe rocket, maybe? No. I want how about this? Rabbid Yoshi, I would say Rabbid Yoshi could be the one that could use eggs. So I would say the sentry person. Sentry user, and his weapons are basically egg sentries. He doesn't have any sort of attacking, but his main method of attack, or no. How about no? Fine. We'll use basic egg toss. So Yoshi's weapons is basically the egg. Shit. Hard to think how we could do with how to make Yoshi would work in a way. It's kind of tough to figure it out. You know?
Yeah, that's kind of hard, isn't it?
Well, you know what? Let's hold off right here, and what I'm gonna do, and we're actually gonna ask people basically and figure, hey, any ideas on how you could probably go ahead and we can make Yoshi and Rabbid Yoshi fit, and also other ways to have improve. If hypothetically, how we could have made Kingdom Battle or Sparks of Hope better how would we have gone ahead and added these following characters? Right? How would we added these characters?